Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another live stream. It's been an interesting day, to say the least. Let's just put it like that. It has been a really freaking interesting day. Let me quickly share this over on the Discords, and we can hopefully get going then. So some people are going to be hopping on in. But yeah, I guess we're going to have to go over what exactly I think is happening to the price right now, what my kind of short-term future prediction for it is, and basically what we're witnessing. A little bit of a justification for all of it, why I think, and all of that stuff. So, what's up, Emma Zam? What's up, man? But yeah, if you're watching this in hindsight, make sure you just scroll a little bit through, like I would say, I would say like maybe 2-3 minutes in, then you're gonna be fine. When is the lawsuit? Well, the lawsuit is still going on. Today we're going to get an update on it, yes. I will tell you guys about what we're going to see today. If you didn't watch my previous videos, I'll give you guys an update on that. Hey, Jack. Yanamin says, big guys coming in. He says, hey, what's up, Dusty? Welcome. I don't know where, whenever I say welcome, I guess it sounds like it's a V, huh? Welcome back. Welcome. Is difficult. Speech impediment, huh? What's causing the dip? Well, we'll talk about it in just a second. Let's quickly see a couple of people hop on in. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you press the like button. Just helping out the channel a little bit. Helps out, man. Nomadic is in. Emma Zam is in. Just you bounce kind of raspy. Drink some juice. I have the water, of course. All right, so we already have a couple people in. I guess we can get going now. Somebody says, what's going on with this Doge stuff? Yeah, it's pretty funny. And Brian says, don't even hear the V on 1.5 speed. To be honest, if you watch it 1.5 to whatever, man, there's a lot of people who say I'm talking too fast or too slow. So I've been trying everything. Garrett says, Dusty, has your YouTube been hacked? Check my Twitter message. Worried. No idea what you're on about. No, if that... Okay, we're going to have to go over this one as well. We're going to have to address this one, I guess. Okay, so let's quickly get to 50 likes and then we'll get started, all right? Make sure you press that little button and then we're going to get going. All right, so what you're seeing right here is... this person says, the Dusty BC, has your YouTube been hacked or is this actually you talking with me? Is this real or a scam? Perhaps warn the channel if it's not. So tip number 1, if the logo is not correct, that is an instant giveaway. Just, I don't know, logic would suffice. Second of all, why in the hell would I ever write something like this? Is the most odd messaging ever. Please, guys, please understand, this is not me. Obviously. If it's me, you'll see a dark bar around my name. If somebody's texting you, it is not me. If you're texting somebody, it is not me. My number is not out there. This is not real. Please consider that for a little second. This is not real. Not me, not real. Just quickly letting you guys know. This is not me. All right? No number ever has been me. None of them. And the logo is not even correct, brother. Come on. All right, so having said, but yeah, you guys think this is obvious. You can see some people actually think it's true. All right, so you might think it's so simple. Some people do not know. All right, some people do not know. So please, I'm trying to warn as many people as we can. Okay, so once more, not me. My number is not online. Don't text these type of guys unless you want to kind of mess them up, and have some funny stuff going on with them. What's going on? Well, we've been reading this whole freaking morning. And in terms of real Bitcoin or XRP news, there really isn't that much going on. I think it's kind of just like the overflow of yesterday. Because yesterday we had so much freaking news, not XRP specific, but mostly just Bitcoin. I had a whole post on Twitter, right? I made a whole little summary as to what was going on. And I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat say crypto is over. Obviously not. And we'll come to that in just a second. What I've just noticed is that there's a huge amount of just panic. There's just a huge amount of panic and people thinking, nah, it's over. It's not going to get anywhere. It's not. I think one of the key problems in that sense is just with the mentality that people have been having and the idea that it's all gonna be going that it's all gonna be over. Let's put it like that. It's all gonna be over, or yeah, just some mentality that their money's gonna be lost. And in this case here, what Bitcoin saw was just a top at about 65,000, then a little drop to about 51. On some places it hit about 43, but let's say 51,000, and that is gonna drag altcoins with it. We saw that happening. We saw that right here. Now, yesterday, I also made an update talking about why the majority of altcoins could go up again. Well, we went up about 30-40% or something like that. And why, because of all the leverage trading, which I personally actually do, but then again, because of all the leverage trading and all the people losing their money, getting liquidated, that there was a lot of bullish pressure being lost. So yesterday, in this little scenario here, a lot of bullish pressure was being lost. And what that usually kind of allows to happen is some retests. So in this case here, we retested here for XRP pair specifically about 153. Now we're falling back down a little bit. For Bitcoin, let's quickly see, we retested about 57.5 thousand, for example. Maybe around that round number, something like that. Basically, retested, now falling back down. Most likely we'll just find some support again, a little bit higher than the previous level, and then come back upwards. If we don't though, and we actually do cross this little area, once more we're going to have to call in a little bit of an emergency. Some people are saying 46,000, as I've already expressed in one of the earlier videos, but in my opinion, if we actually dip below this, it's already a little bit strange. But then again, that is what's keeping Bitcoin down, and this is most likely because in this sense here, this little dot, this little line, a lot of people got liquidated. A lot of bullish pressure was lost. Right? Okay, altcoins kind of dipped down because of it. Altcoins and Bitcoin picked back up. We saw that happening here. Everything was doing good, but right now it's getting another retest, and it's going to basically be right now for people to just hold on for dear life, just hold on through instead of panic selling. But what happened is the majority of this time here, the people are in the chat are asking me like, oh, okay, Dusty, should I buy? Why? Well, the narrative was generally that the prices are going to be going up. It is only now that we're down a little bit that people are so fearful. And that, I think, is the inherent difference between the, I guess, the community members from right now and the community members from a couple weeks or a couple months ago. Okay, let's quickly ask here. Which one of you guys is panic sold? Let's quickly do a little bit of a poll. How many of you guys have panic sold? How many of you guys are panic selling right now? Let me quickly know. Let's quickly see here. Let's do a little bit of a poll. Because I think that's an interesting statistic here to quickly put up for ourselves. The amount of people who are panicking right now going completely crazy. Buying, nope. Hodling, bought more, nope. Didn't sell, no. I'm hodling, sold, hodl. Because there's actually not, okay, there's not really many people who are actually panic selling, huh? Okay, so out of you guys, I guess I should say out of you guys, there aren't really that many who are panic selling right now, but the majority of times, what you'll see here, if you kind of look around here, there's a ton of people, for example, in Discord who said, nah, I'm out, I'm panicking, I'm done. Why? Well, because this is the first really big dip they've noticed. And instantly, these guys are just extremely afraid that things are just over from right now. But you know how many dips we see in a bull run all the time? Let's actually take a little bit of a look back in 2017-18. I already have shown you guys this a couple of times now, but still, I must, I guess, do it again. Just to show you guys, it is all relative. And if you're panicking right now, I still think you're having the wrong picture in the back of your head. I'm chilling. I'm buying. I'm chilling. I'm happy. I'm chilling. I'm buying. I'm chilling. Whatever I can say here to get you guys a little bit hyped up as well. I'm doing good. And I'm not stressed at all because I know where we're headed. But let me quickly show you guys, all right? So let's quickly see here. We rose up about 340% here in just a couple days, right? Or even if we want to take a little bit deeper, we went up about 260% in 2 days. Kind of similar to what we're witnessing like right around this area. All right, let's see. We came back down. How much is this, guys? About 31% or so. Okay, so that happened. A couple days later, boom. We skyrocketed upwards. Again, let's say 75% at least. Came back down. Boom, at least 31. You might even consider this within 1 day to go down 46%. But then again, the whole freaking thing in your mindset is, see this? We might be exactly in one of these areas right now. We can even, for example, take a bars pattern and kind of copy it over. Well, we have a lot of stuff going on here. We could have a bars pattern kind of copy it on over, for example. Just as an indication, right? Just for fun. Can I copy it on over? Let's quickly see here. If we're to quickly put that on top. There we go. Kind of just, for yourself to compare with how things usually go. It's like, usually it just did. Oh, this is really annoying. I should have maybe taken this one off. No, okay, this is really still awful. We should go for a different XRP chart for attempting something like that. But the majority of these are already a little bit full. Let's get rid of this one then. This is fine. All right. So yeah, what it basically comes down to is just how you line it up. Basically, it's just a usual way of going. And right now, Bitcoin is most likely going down due to all the FUD from yesterday. There was so ridiculously much FUD, and at the start here, we didn't really notice. But I think the little announcement from the Treasury going after crypto companies is definitely really bad. Nelson says it's not a match. I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect match. Just to give you guys an idea. Just to give you guys an idea that what we're witnessing right now is just a bigger correction. I believe in a bigger bull run. But it's a minus 41. You might say, Dusty, this is awful. This is not good. Let's see it from a weekly perspective real quick. All right, so from a weekly perspective, we just closed, because it's Monday, right? Yeah, so we just closed last week in profit really beautifully. At the end of the day, it just switched around. Right now, we're seeing red. Let's quickly see here. Back 2017, how many were red in that bigger picture of runs? Oh, this is a Binance chart. We can't see it there. Let's check this one out. So on this one, within the whole run here, none of these ones were red. However, in this run here, you might actually say, maybe. It could also be, again, I'm also keeping the options open here. Maybe we'll actually see it where prices go down for a couple of weeks and then come back up harder. That's also another possibility that we can get another thing like that coming up. Somebody says, another channel spreading FUD on the regulations of crypto, which will scare a lot of investors off. Interesting. All right, so let's again keep because so many people are asking what's going on. It is fear. It is really just baseline fear. People are fearful. There's so much stuff being thrown around. It is ridiculous right now. And I firmly believe that if you go in with the anticipation that you're going to make some quick money, you're also going to be kind of quick to sell. And that's what we're seeing right now. I would say a lot of this has to do with the guys over at Doge. Because if people are buying Doge right now, a lot of them are like, let me quickly show you guys again. They're clicking sell as fast as they can because they don't know how these cycles work. They don't know that crypto is here to stay. Somebody says the bull run will end after the 22nd. If you guys just check through the comments here, what you're noticing as well is that there's a ton more people who are really, really scared. Adolescent says, what is this cyber attack thing Crypto Millionaires is posting about? That channel is so freaking stupid. I don't know how people like that or even subscribe. It's so dumb inherently. It's the most obvious thing, but just with some nice visuals. It's really stupid of a channel. Just quickly saying, what is a cyber attack? I don't even know what the exact content is, but what you can logically think for yourself is maybe a Bitcoin is eventually going to get 51% attacked as possible. Maybe there's going to be some hackers who are going to go after some of these networks. Maybe there's going to be some hacker, blah, 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 blah. There's always a maybe in that sense. There's no real message, I would say. But a cyber attack to a lot of these things, of course, is possible. What does that matter for things? Is it now a good time to buy? Well, in my opinion, what's going to happen, or what I would kind of say is, right now, for XRP specifically on its own, we have the quote-unquote, some people are saying court case. I still don't know how people get all these freaking things messed up. Just watch one little video, read one little document, you know exactly what's going on. But no, today is John Dean's motion to intervene, which is a document that he will post up, basically wishing to intervene in the lawsuit. That's going to be posted today. We're assuming it's going to be maybe 3 a.m. my time, something like that, so pretty late at night. Might have to do a video about that tomorrow. Might not be able to live stream it. It's a pretty big thing, but we also have explained before that documents like that are usually really bullish the next day, depending on what Bitcoin does. And if Bitcoin is going to go down to the motherfucking ground, it might be a little bit negative for XRP here because the date might not affect it so much. Again, this is all just speculation. It might. It definitely might, but we're going to have to see that throughout the day. Tufo says, buy the dip. Thanks for everything, Dusty. I am buying the dip, definitely. I am really excited still. I'm really happy. When do we get a little bit afraid? When do I think, maybe buying the dip right now is not the best thing in the world? If we go below once more our lower low or higher low from previously, I will keep watching this really closely and I will think about some things. I might reconsider some of my statements. As of this point, though, that is not the case yet. We're still extremely bullish, extremely happy. So nothing is going on just quite yet. And XRP and most of these coins like VeChain, whatever, will follow along with Bitcoin. It is still the way and it will stay that way. However, one thing to understand as well, what time is it here? It's GMT at the bottom here, UTC +2. one thing you should also understand, I guess maybe I should say that. Yeah, is since XRP has the most important lawsuit in crypto, and I have a video made on that one. All right, it's going to come out after this live stream, because XRP has one of the most important lawsuits going on for themselves. It might actually be so that if Ripple gets this lawsuit going, it might actually be even more important than XRP than Bitcoin to some degrees, because it's going to be the first properly regulated crypto in the world. Bitcoin isn't, Ethereum isn't. So yeah. But Dusty, so many good news today. Why is the price so low? Like what? What was the good news from today? There was just a bunch of fear and a bunch of extra fear and a bunch of extra fear and a bunch of extra other fear and a bunch of other fear. What is the cyber attack talking about? Just stupid stuff. Don't even waste your time about that. It's not even worth your effort and time and resources. That type of stuff is stupid. We don't need a settlement. We don't. I would just say peace of mind is the most important factor here. Once more, today we got a lawsuit date, and I think this is going to be really important, mostly on the idea that you might just get kind of satisfaction from watching this. Let's actually go to 1 hour. You might just get some satisfaction just reading through this, watching through this, and noticing how good Ripple of a position they have, all right? How good the position is. But yeah, if you're thinking it's not because of fear, I think you're all a little bit crazy as well. It's really fear after fear after fear. There's people who are afraid of regulations for crypto. That's one part of things. There's people who are afraid of that Ripple might lose this lawsuit. But then again, that is all tying into XP specifically. We don't have to watch XP specifically to understand here that there's fear going on, and it's mostly in Bitcoin. What is going to be our strategy? Well, I would say if your strategy before was to go for gems and altcoins and yada, 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 that might not be the smartest thing in the world right now. Like right now, really, honestly speaking, that's not the best thing to go for. What I would personally go for is buying dips right now whenever we can. I think that's definitely a smart idea. Buying dips wherever we can, whenever we can. Let's quickly see here. Ooh, Morgan. We're getting really close to our buy area. But we're buying dips whenever we can, left, right, because we know that's the bigger picture. We know that will just work anyway because we have these coins. But I wouldn't really do this too much with a lot of the really crazy altcoins left, right. For example, if you had some crazy Doge, not a Doge specifically, but some crazy Dogecoin lookalike, just a pump and dump type of coin, a hype coin, I wouldn't really go for it personally right now. I'm only buying coins which have fundamentals, coins which can rise over longer periods of time. Even if we go into a bear market, then I'm going to be happy to hold. Because I'm not personally thinking we're entering a bear market, because I personally think this is just a small correction for the bigger picture. And I want you guys to know that too, right? You can see how often I'm freaking buying. Every time we dip lower, I buy more. Every time we dip even lower than that, I buy more. Because I'm like 99% certain that this is not the end. If you really think it is, then just think back, all right? Earlier this morning and yesterday, we were in this area. 6 a.m. today, we were in this area. People were like, oh, it was just a dip. Ooh, they were all really happy. And all of a sudden, because the price went down a little bit again, ooh, they get afraid. Ooh, they get scared. It's the irony, guys. It is the irony. Yeah, Spilly says crash was largely due to too many people in leverage trades. Exchanges got scared of big payout. Exchanges themselves obviously did not get scared of big payouts because they're winning money from other people. So it's not, if you're leverage trading, you're not getting money from exchanges. You're getting money from other people who you're betting against. So they don't really care. They make money off liquidations anyway. But what I do feel, what I do get is that, I'm sometimes distracted a little bit by your comments because there's a lot of people with some really strange things that they're saying out there. So just quickly giving you a heads up, if I sometimes stop talking, it's because I'm reading the chat. I would say that, yes, there is a lot of liquidation going on, taking away some bullish pressure. We can actually look it up again. Buybt.com. Let's quickly see. Buybt. There we go. Liquidation data. I got it open. Can I quickly show you guys? Oh, it's not coming along. Wait, let me try again. There we go. So right now, the liquidations are looking like this. 24 hours, we got 945 million. Not really much if you compare it to yesterday, but still quite a lot of money, right? 133 million for XRP. And again, if you look at this one, this is yesterday, this is today. I guess it only builds the day afterwards, right? We're going to see this at 6 p.m. Right now it's 6 p.m., so we should have this one going on as well. Because this is 6 p.m. It's like, right now it's 1 past 6 p.m. Oh yeah, I was also seeing, by the way, a little side note. I saw this tweet just now. Who's selling XRP? I do kind of wonder who is like just, if you're selling it, for example, leverage trading like I'm personally doing on Bybit, that stuff is really cool, right? Because you're making money on your own, you're making some money for yourself, good. But if you're selling to buy back cheaper, that is a risk. We've explained it before. And I'm also wondering about tweets like this. Do you really think that this is going to happen? If XRP goes over $3 this month, I'll give everyone who retweets this $100. I don't know how many of you guys are thirsty for this, because apparently you guys are. Again, some people. But you think she's going to give away $3 times however many retweet. It could be 100,000 people. Could even be. And right now it's going to get, let's say you're going to get to, 2,000 people. She's going to give away, boom, $6,000 like that. Interesting. Wait, no, never mind. It's actually, let's say it gets to 2,000 people. She's giving away $100 per person. Not even $3 per person. $100. Yeah, no. So sorry. I'm just wondering sometimes if people are stupid. Okay, and also in the chat box right now, it's people again asking what time starts the lawsuit. Should I even answer those people then? Because I want to be really helpful. You guys know it, right? I like it. But then again, these guys, I think a lot of people here who are watching don't know anything about the coins, don't know anything about crypto, don't know anything about this. They're just wanting to get some quick profit. And if things aren't going well, they're like, oh, panic. Let's say once more. The lawsuit is a couple months long. Let's say once more. Lawsuit is a couple months long. And what is coming out today is just one document from John Deaton basically wanting to intervene in the lawsuit. That is it. There's no hearing. It is a document coming out on his Twitter and on some law pages. That is it. You can read it. It will most likely be like, let's say 40 pages or something like that. Who knows? And there's going to be no hearing, no judge involved, nothing like that. It's just a proposition, basically. Okay. So now that you guys know it. Hey, Dusty, Japanese crypto exchange decurrent restarts XP trading community. Yeah, I have it open for a video for later tonight. I want to kind of tie that into a couple of things, but in the end, all those exchange relistings aren't really too positive for XRP right now. I mean, to the price, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't do anything. It's only for people's, like, I don't know, enthusiasm maybe. It helps. But in the end, an exchange relisting, what is it going to do? One. Specifically, if it's not US. If it's a Coinbase or anything like that, ooh, that is amazing. But if it's, has something small like that, it doesn't matter. Put a banner on your screen saying, what's going on, Dusty? Bored of reading silly comments. Yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to just write down somewhere what exactly is going on regarding the lawsuit, because too many people ask. But I even made a video about that yesterday, so I don't know. I made a full dedicated video explaining what's going to happen today, yet still people don't know or are wondering. And I also don't really understand where people got the difference in where, for example, a lawsuit date is something like, oh, wait, by the way, we're pumping a little bit on XRP. I'm seeing that right now. I'm seeing that happen. We're zooting a little bit, boys. What if this was the dip? Would be interesting. I haven't bought yet, Morgan, by the way. I was waiting for it to dip a little bit lower. I was hoping for about this area here, 122 or so. We actually are now turning around at 124. Ooh. Okay, let's quickly see that. It's going interesting. It's zooting. Yeah. But in general, guys, I'm just buying dips wherever I can. If you're afraid, it's most likely because other people are afraid or because you haven't witnessed this before. If you haven't witnessed a big crypto market, whatever like that before, let me quickly tell you, right? What we've done here on Bitcoin, by the way, is on a monthly chart. We've basically taken this huge pump or deal from 2019 and reflected that on the bigger Bitcoin chart. We did this yesterday in the stream. And what it basically just shows you is you might go down for a little bit. It might take a couple of weeks, might take a couple of months, who knows? But eventually, higher highs are coming up. As long as you have a longer-term vision for crypto, it doesn't matter if we turn into a bear market right now, unless you really direly need the money. If you really need money right now, crypto is not your best bet. If you really want to make some money quickly in the next couple of hours, couple of minutes, crypto is not your best bet. As long as you know for the bigger picture that it's going to be all right, it's going to be good. Hey, guys. Let me quickly know in the chat box where you guys are all watching from. For me, it's right now 6 p.m. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you press that like button. We're getting so close to 100,000 subs as well, huh? We are at, let's quickly see. We are at 97.4 thousand subscribers. You guys are insane. You guys are completely insane. We're going to hit that in like maybe 2 days or so from here. We could. That is really, really amazing. Just quickly let you guys know that I appreciate every single one of you equally. And then I'm also really, maybe I should say amazed, I don't know, that the majority of people here don't believe that this can happen, don't believe that XRP can make another leg upwards. Really, you guys in the chat are saying, yeah, it's going to be good, it's going to be good. But the way that people are acting is not reflecting that little talk here. Oh, we dropped a couple of frames I'm seeing. All right, we're still good, we're still good, we're still good. Just quickly checking here if everything was good for the stream, but yes, we are. We just dropped some streams, dropped some frames, but we're good. Okay, we're good. Yeah, but that's so funny to me, right? How that is a fun contrast, in my opinion. How could you be so... Okay, so let's come back. You guys have just seen me talk over the 2017 XRP, basically bigger bull run and how the price went down every time. Best strategy in any case is, since we're still in a bull run, Bitcoin is still making higher lows, Bitcoin is still doing good, it is logical to just keep buying it and get going. Is another dip coming? Well, we are not expecting one. Why? Because Bitcoin is still making higher lows. If it were to be, that would be contrarian to what is logical. Let's see it like that, right? If it goes lower, it would be illogical. But it could be. It could be. It could always happen. Keep that in your mind. It could dip lower depending on what Bitcoin is going to do. And is the question, can Bitcoin dip lower? Yes, it can. But would it be logical? No. I would say right now there's a ton of fear and there's a ton of just people being afraid, specifically I think because of Doge. If Doge weren't pumping like crazy right now or doing any crazy stuff, I think it would be a lot better. And again, if this were to be a little bit earlier into the run, I think it would also be cool. But yeah, there's just so much fear, guys. Keep that in the back of your head. If you have that in your mind, like, ooh, people are fearful, people don't know about the position too much. A lot of these guys don't know anything about crypto. They just want to see quick money, quick money, quick money. And they see the price go down, I will sell. Yep, then you already know. All right, so Quentin Scoop with a little shy, little shy peer. Thank you much. Thank you much for the €2. And Roth Boss, XP Gang with the $5 every single day. Almost every single day coming in. Big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the support. See a lot of countries here, a lot of people coming in from all over the world. Really amazing to see every single one of you guys. It's so amazing. I think it's just amazing to see how diverse the XP community is. We should sing more Pump It Up. People would get chill. You know, I think the majority of the people here who are watching are not really that afraid. It's mostly just the people who are not really watching the content, not watching the videos. You know, just really those guys who just heard about crypto from a friend over there in some sort of work-related area. And they're like, oh, you know, you crypto, huh? Yeah. Because even you know how many people come up to me nowadays like, hey, you're that, you know about crypto, right? You know some stuff about that, right? I mean, you can you help me out maybe a little bit? Like, and I'll say, sure, man, what do you want? And like, yeah, how do I get some of these cryptos? And do you know which ones I should buy? And I'm like, well, if you're going to buy any of them, make sure you know what you're doing. It's like, yeah, I mean, I know that. But which crypto, do you think I should buy then for right now? I'm like, yo, you didn't listen to what I just said. In my opinion, it's really a lot better if you know a crypto properly, you know exactly what is headed, you know exactly what is in the kind of the essence of it, and then buy it because you know you can hold it for a longer time. I personally don't believe that watching the charts right now and keeping that in the back of your head is really important. I think for right now, you should know the fundamentals of crypto, which are that we have corrections every day, left and right. It's actually the fundamentals of trading, I guess, huh? Have that in the back of your head that we get corrections left and right. We will keep getting them. We'll keep them always, and that this happens. But do your own research. Don't just trust anybody. Even don't trust. If I'm saying we can go to a certain place, don't just take it from me. Do your own research and back it up for yourself. If you don't think that's possible, that's completely fine. Because in the end, it might not be. Nobody knows better than you about these things. It's all just different ways to view something. And guys, there's a fake Dusty in the chat as well. Somebody, again, let's just quickly say once more, if there's ever anybody coming to you with a number like this is not me, all right? This is a scammer. There's a ton of videos and things on YouTube that are scams. So it's just be careful with scammers. Let's quickly actually see how XP is trading at over in Korea. XP right now is trading at about $1.55 if you were wondering. I just think it's sometimes interesting to watch all of this. How it's trading at such a huge premium over there. A lot of these coins are. But XRP is the most traded out there in South Korea, on Bithumb at least. $700 million worth of volume. Do you think it's coming bigger dip today? To be honest, I don't necessarily see a bigger dip happening, but that's also maybe because I'm a little bit biased. I'm a little bit biased thinking I would want it to hit here because this is my, again, usually these things are only for Patreon, but let's not show exactly what I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be buying somewhere close to this area here. So I'm hoping for it to dip lower, but usually whenever you have a buy set at a certain place, it just barely doesn't hit that, right? So I'm kind of thinking it's not going to, but I'm hoping that even further. So again, XRP will also, so we can buy back cheaper. It's kind of a hope. What do you think about Stellar and Tron? Stellar and Tron, all same thing, all same thing, all same thing. These all follow crypto right now, every single one of them. So if you're worried about one of them, you should be worried about all of them. The only thing I guess XRP is going for itself is that if they get a positive lawsuit verdict, they might still pump even though the rest of the crypto is down. That might actually be something that's going to happen. It could be pretty funny. Again, guys, just look at this right now. It's just because a lot of people haven't witnessed this before. Really? Okay, let's quickly check again. Let's do another test. When did you guys get into crypto? What month? Let's say what week? How many weeks ago if you're in the last weeks? How many months ago? Or what date? Like April 2021? January 2004? I know it's not possible. Just quickly let me know. Let's do a little bit of a poll here. Because even though I think a lot of you guys are really, dedicated to the craft. Okay, Karen says 10 days ago, right? Let's check back here. This is a 10 days ago. Okay, so we are right now at about 19, so that's about the 9th. He got into crypto around this date, for example. That's Kesem, right? Some others are saying 3 days ago. He saw, for example, 20% gains in total market cap. For all coins, this could have been 80% on some freaking coins. Right now, you see the price fall down. Maybe even lower than where you bought in initially. But if you look a little bit back again, this is the crypto total market. Here, let's see quickly. All right, crypto market went down. How much percent? This is in January. It went down about 29%. Okay, right here, what do we see? Crypto price went down about 27%. How long did it take before it actually made a new high? In this case here, it took, let's see here, about 28 days within January for the entire crypto market to make a new high. If we were to fall back down now, we could literally just fall for a little bit and get to kind of the same level until here about May 14th, before it would actually be an anomaly for what we've seen here in this year even. Let's see how far we've gone down here. Just to give you guys some idea. We've fallen down about 28% here. And how long did it take to come back up there? It took, again, 28... Whoa. No, it's a little bit less. I took it too early. So let's say about 20 days before we went up again from this point on forward. Before we make another new all-time high. Let's see here again. All right, we corrected about 18%. And it took about 20 days before we went up. Well, 19 days before we got up there again. Here it didn't take us long. We did correct about 10%. But right now we're seeing a little bit of a heftier correction. We're seeing about a 24% correction. So logically, if we were to take a little bit of time, for example, to get back up there, and we actually, for example, stay a little bit within this area, go a little bit like this, for example, that would just kind of be like what we've seen here since the beginning of this year. It wouldn't even be strange. It wouldn't even be crazy. Yeah, and Karen says, you are totally right. It was so crazy to get so fast, so much cash. I think that's just, again, a mentality type of thing, where it depends on where you got into the crypto space. If you got into it at a pumpy kind of place and the price went on, you're expecting that crypto can't fall down. You're expecting, okay, this is really amazing. It's all really good. And a lot of you guys have also gotten into it at the end of 2020. People, every single person watching here who did not get in before March of 2020 doesn't know crypto that well, in the sense that they haven't witnessed a really dire freaking bear market. For all of my homies here, I'm seeing a couple of people from 2018, for example, in the chat here. Some people say 5 days, but it's, the majority of people are saying last couple of months. Abraham is here from 2017. Zonda from 2017. Yako is here from 2012. He's a big veteran. The majority of the people, however, if you read through the chat right now, are here from 2020 or 2021. The majority of the people. Yeah, definitely the majority of the people. That once more shows they have just never witnessed a bearish run like this before. And specifically, if we compare this to Doge, for example. Let's quickly, I don't even have Doge in my list here because I don't like Doge really. Once more, I'm not saying Doge can't get to certain prices because Doge can do everything. Why? Once more, it's just what people like to pay for and what people believe in, right? A lot of the majority of people, I think, that got into Doge have gotten into it. Let's not go for a minute chart. Let's go for a daily. Have gotten into it in the last, couple of days. Ooh. So, okay, this exchange doesn't have that much info. Let's look on a different one. Let's go for a Binance. Let's go for this. This has more information. The majority of people have gotten into Doge within this area, most likely. Again, the majority of you guys weren't even into crypto before this all happened. But let's just say the majority of people got into it in this area. You see, they've only witnessed some really small corrections here in that time frame. Because Doge already saw 9 cents or so, 10 cents, some even 12 cents on some platforms coming back down a little bit before pumping right now. Some people are reflecting this onto XRP, by the way, saying it's a match. I like that, but okay. Yeah, the majority of people haven't seen the corrections and the prices which Doge saw before. Doge has been so ridiculously low for so long. Why? Well, people knew it was a meme coin and they valued it to some degree, but they didn't put as much money into it. And right now, all these coins which have dog things on top of them are popping off. Why? Because people think things will only keep going better. People just buy because people are saying to buy. SafeMoon is a good example of that. If you're thinking SafeMoon is that amazing, you most likely got into it because of some sort of hypey type of guy. It's a promotional scheme, SafeMoon. Fundamentally, what you don't even know the fundamentals, I think, of a SafeMoon. It's just people telling other people, hey, SafeMoon is amazing. So they're buying into it. They're going crazy on it. That's at least my thoughts on the situation. And again, if you just bought Doge and sold it higher, good job to you. You're gotta give you a little clap because that is still good. You can still make profit, money with Doge, whatever. If you can get to buy a crypto at one point or another and make money with that, all good to you. If you think Doge is going to do well, I firmly will let you go with it and try your luck. I am just saying that you should understand that even Doge can go back to these levels. We have seen Doge at about 0.003. This is a third of a cent, right? About a third of a cent. Let's see here. Within the year even, we have seen about 0.0, yeah, about a... Let's zoom in a little bit deeper. Let's see. Because on January 1st, yeah, even on January 1st, we have seen still half a cent. Right now it's about 40, something like that. It can easily fall back to these levels. It could. Would that even be strange? Well, most likely because we've pumped this much. But this is a pump really fundamentally based. It depends. We can definitely fall about 90% or so without me even looking at it like, oh, what happened? It would just be kind of normal. Like, oh, okay, we're just going back to levels we saw earlier this year even. Or let's say, for example, just this area here at about 6 to maybe, no, okay, let's go higher. Let's say this area, about 6 cents or so, that would already go right now at about an 80% loss. I wouldn't even say that that is crazy for a Doge. Am I trying to install fear upon you guys? No. It's just, you should understand that this is all possible. XRP, from a different perspective, I'm not really thinking it's going to go back down that much unless they have a lawsuit kind of false or anything like that. I am buying the freaking dip almost every single point here I can because I know where we're headed. I know the bigger picture. With Doge, what's the bigger picture? That it's a meme coin, that Elon Musk is going to pump it up? Yeah, and it, like Don says, if you're a good day trader, go ahead and scalp Doge. Long term, not so much. If you know what you're doing, Doge can be extremely, extremely profitable. I am not saying it's not going to be. But if you're holding this one for the fundamentals, it might just turn out to be a really scary thing. I'm saying stick with the coins that you know might correct but will come up from it. A coin like this might correct, but might correct really, really hard without any further basis. It might just happen out of the bloom and poof, people can get so scared that the entire crypto market's going to fall. Because the bigger the Dogecoin gets, if it falls a little bit, which it's doing right now, for example, the more people will be fearful and the worse it will be in the end of things. Dust, do you think $1 Doge is possible? I don't like to talk about Doge too much. By the way, if you haven't done so already, guys, and you want to help out the channel a little bit, make sure you press that like button a little bit, all right? Let's get to at least 500 likes. There's already been, let's see, 12,000 people who have tuned into the stream in total. Right now, there's 1,500 watching. If you want to help me out, you can just quickly press that like button. It doesn't cost you anything at all. It just helps the video perform a little bit better. So why not, right? It just helps. So I'm just quickly letting you guys know that you're helping me out by doing that. I do think $1 Doge is possible because you don't know what the memes are doing here. If Elon just says, I've sold my Tesla stock for Doge, for example, Doge at $3 isn't even crazy that much. It could literally happen. People said Doge can't take over Bitcoin. I firmly think it cannot. But then again, think about it from this perspective. Elon Musk, if he literally says, I have sold my Tesla stocks for Dogecoin, you know how much that's going to pump up? You guys thinking about that for a little second? It's not that big of a market. It's really not that big. Literally, Elon Musk's net worth is three times this, for example. Jeff Bezos' net worth is 3 times this on his own. Doge is really not properly decentralized from the perspective of distribution, by the way. Is it really fundamentally a good coin? Well, it's just Litecoin, basically, but then Doge for me. So it's better than Litecoin, at least. But then again, it might fall down. And once it falls down, the people who bought into that coin, thinking, oh, we're going to make money with it, they're going to make the entire crypto market crumble. And the majority of what we're seeing right now is not only Doge, it's mostly just people entering the space. They have weak hands. They've really weak hands. Of course, this is paired with all the FUD from the Treasury and the the Bitcoin mining power, because the Bitcoin mining power, once more, you could have actually seen that as a really bullish thing for altcoins, because it showed actually that proof of work doesn't really work in the end. There's an inherent problem with proof of work, and that is actually centralization as well. It is decentralized in nature because you can have little nodes everywhere around the world, but it's centralized in the sense that if a good part of those goes down, in China in this case, for example, your entire network, poof, gone. And it could all happen because because some power goes out in one little area. That does make you wonder about decentralization in that sense. Why is the dump happening? So 2 parts. One, I would say fear of let's say one part is just weak hands, weak hodlers. Another part is, of course, fear for regulations, which are becoming more increasingly popular. And I would say another part, of course, is all the stuff we've seen yesterday. Just kind of a refreshing of that because, well, a lot of longs get liquidated. A lot of people have lost their bullish pressure. So there's more bearish pressure, of course. Yeah, people have paper hands. It's true. And really, some people in the chat right now are also not saying anything, but they are selling. They're really afraid. Right now, they're watching. If you're watching this video, you're most likely not even that sure about your whole entire portfolio anyway. Because if you think about it, you don't have to watch any video. You just buy the dip and sit quietly. We all know what's going on. We all know it's dipping right now. If it even dips further, all we have to do is just buy back more at the bottom. Or buy more at the bottom. You might sell at any point. I've explained so many times my strategy over on Patreon for just buying the bottom and selling a little bit higher. It depends, however, if you are having a basis stash in crypto or a basis stash in dollars. If your basis is, for example, crypto, your only option is to either go for platforms like Bybit, which I've told you guys about, right? Where you can, for example, leverage trade a certain direction and get paid in crypto. That's a possibility. Or your second option is to sell your coins and buy back cheaper, which both of them are a little bit scary. It's not for the unexperienced, and it's not something I really recommend people to do if you don't know what you're doing. However, right now there's a $1,000 bonus which you can't get on Bybit. It's again you gotta have some money to actually make money with this, by the way, though. Just quickly letting you guys know about the bonuses. But then again, you don't need money to leverage trade in that sense. But let's come back to the previous point that this is an option to get more coins, or for example, selling and buying back cheaper. If you're not really interested in getting more coins, you're just interested in getting more dollars, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You can, for example, buy right here, sell at the top here, wait. Okay, you get another dip, you buy, and you try to sell at the top again. You know, just literally just buy low, sell high. It is not that difficult as long as you stay steady with this. And 40 crowns is paying all these kinds of taxes on trading along with paying the fees, going in and out of trades. It depends on your country, to be completely honest. For me, there's not really that many taxes at all. But it depends per country. And guys, it is that time again. People are asking, did they settle in court? Is there another hearing? What is lawsuit? Lawsuit. Isn't that funny, guys? Isn't that funny? It's so funny, I think. How can you be invested in the crypto and not know, I guess, what, and that's, no, they're not watching the videos. They're not watching their updates. They're not doing anything. Just not looking and asking questions that are not relevant at all. What is happening today with the lawsuit? Watch a video, for example, SG, that is dedicated to the lawsuit. I've made a video on my channel which talks exactly about what is happening to the lawsuit today. So go check that out if you want to have the answer. And people shouting SafeMoon probably don't even know for one little bit what SafeMoon does. They've just said, hey, SafeMoon, and they bought some SafeMoon because it's extremely cheap. Have you looked at the distribution? No, most likely not. Have you looked at the amount of coins that are in SafeMoon? Most likely not. Let's see. All right, I know it, but let me quickly show you guys. All right, let's see here. The total supply of this SafeMoon right here, this one, is 1,000 trillion. It's, again, a mental game. It is a mental game. What these guys have done deliberately is they have made the total supply so ridiculously high because the majority of the people who buy SafeMoon don't even know what a supply is. They don't even know. What they've done is they made it so you can buy a ton of coins. You can buy millions of coins. It's like, look at this. If it only goes to $1, I'd be rich. In the end, it doesn't really matter if you buy a coin that is this cheap with this supply, or if you buy one with a less supply, that's a little bit more expensive, for example. It's the same thing. You can buy fractions. It doesn't matter. It's just a mental game. And these guys know this type of stuff is purely hype. I'm not going to say that you're not going to make money with that. It's definitely possible. But it's a hype type of coin. Dusty, what do you think about bitrue token or bitrue coin? I like it. I like a lot of these exchange tokens. I like them a lot. Hey Dusty, I did a better idea. I borrowed 9K USDC using my XP as collateral and bought in at $1.40. That, to be honest, is also really scary, but it's a possibility. That type of stuff might definitely work for you all. So, once more, that's definitely something which you can attempt. But yeah, if you just check, if you ask a SafeMoon hodler on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever, so what does SafeMoon do? He will not be able to tell you. Okay. Let's see once more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 people in the chat right now asking again what's going to happen to the lawsuit. There's a video talking about the lawsuit out there. If you don't know what's happening, do your own due diligence, because I've talked about it twice in the live stream, maybe 3 times, and there's a video dedicated to that one. Otherwise, just wait for tonight once we get more info. Dusty, what are your thoughts on TK? Oh, no, I don't know about that. How do we get FLR for people after December 2020? Watch my video about what is going on with FLR, how it works. A couple of days ago, maybe even yesterday that I posted that. Another dedicated video to the craft. Keep doing what you're doing, Dusty. Thanks for all the info, patience, and understanding. No FOMO and fun will put all of us on top. Yeah, a little bit of FOMO, of course, is okay. But as long as it doesn't take over your life, or you're going to put in everything that you cannot afford to lose, you guys feel me? Like, it's all okay. But the lawsuit part, there's a video about that. The other one, which is the flare stuff, I made a video on that as well yesterday. Dusty, did you pick up any holo during this dip? Yes, I did. I'm also picking up XRP every time I get the chance to, because I know where it's headed. And I'm doing that. I'm feeling fine with that. Will we record a video about ADA? Yes, I already have. There's a video coming out about ADA later today. To be honest, Cardano, ADA, and a lot of these other coins are really good. Like, for example, VeChain. VeChain has proven utility. ADA has a really good plan to beat Ethereum, okay? But still, I firmly believe XRP is way more important purely for the lawsuit fact. I mean, you can actually talk about the CBDCs and how it's really important in that sense. There's definitely some argument that you can build for that. But in terms of price speculation, you don't really know. In terms of real price speculation, the most important part is actually the fact that they're busy with one of the most important lawsuits in crypto history. And, from that perspective only, if they're basically building out from that, could be really crazy. Because the amount of institutional grade adoption they could get is mind-boggling. Once more, my opinion on the matter. And by the way, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button. And we're getting very close to 100,000 subs, right? Make sure you press that little subscribe button. And let me know in the chat box. All right, guys, all subscribe. Let me know in the chat box if you have subscribed. You'll get a cookie from me once I see you, all right? Once more, if you ever see me in real life, I will personally hand you a cookie. I will have to go to the nearest store, buy you a cookie, because you're a supporter to the end. You're here before 100,000, and I appreciate that, every single one of you. Doge, check Doge. We're watching Doge on the side here. You can see it in front of you. Doge is interesting to watch, to be honest. It is just interesting to see it go up and down, purely because of this. A lot of this is just, I don't want to say the word, the R word. This is, a lot of people are here just memeing. A lot of people don't know what's going on with Doge as well. They're just buying it because they're thinking, we're going to make some quick money. Doge's going to go to $1. Not knowing that they can lose a lot of money really quickly here. Really quickly. XRP, VET, even TRX, XLM, ADA, just the coins on the right list here. HBAR as well, DOT as well, HOLO as well. Those are coins I'll just hold on through. I don't mind buying the dip. I know we're headed for the freaking future. Tristan says, 100K subs, I'll pitch in on a giveaway. But Tristan, I'm still thinking, what should I do in terms of giveaway? Well, how can I make it really cool? Because I'm thinking that 100K will do a really big giveaway. But I think we're going to hit 100K in 2 days from now. Maybe 3. But I think 2, maybe even tomorrow. Because if I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, we'll hit 100K, I think. What should we do in terms of live stream? Should I be giving away a couple $1,000s? Should I be giving away some other cool things or some cool stuff? Maybe just give away wallets, for example? I don't know. Because it's also going so fast. You guys are so amazing, but it's hard for me. Maybe we should give away XRP, because that's, again, my favorite crypto right now. But then again, if I'm giving away XRP, I'm giving, every XRP I spend is, kind of 20 times as many coins in the future. So that is difficult. I would rather even give away USDT, If I give away freaking XRP, I'm already knowing. Every 1 XRP is, let's say, 10 future dollars at least. That's difficult, man. That's hard. Yeah, but we'll see again. It's going to be maybe tomorrow, maybe the day afterwards. I still have some time to think. How long have you been in the crypto market? Very long time. Very long time. I'm trying to be a little bit, I guess, how do you say it? Like a little bit, not give them all my information out just to be sure for all the people watching. But I have been doing this YouTube stuff since 2017 beginning. We've done crypto updates every single day since 2017 somewhere. Funny enough, a lot earlier than the majority of the guys you're watching right now. But yeah, I guess I didn't grow as big as they did. You can't mine XRP. No, you cannot. People controlling the market? Any thought? Of course! Of course! Oh, let's quickly give my thoughts on that one. If you do not think that the majority of what's happening right now is manipulation, we have a really big discussion to make on that one. I firmly think a lot of this has to do with just fear, right? And I will keep expressing that as time moves on. Fear will always be there. But oh my days, a good part of this is just manipulation. We saw that specifically with the huge liquidations that we got yesterday, right? Let's quickly refresh to see if it's actually updated for today. Because it's supposed to be there at 6 p.m. Look at that. We got almost nothing today. Because today's not even a big day in terms of all of that. It was yesterday, and we're facing the repercussions of that today. But no, the dump, it's not really fueled by anything. So I firmly believe we're not going to dip that far down. I really don't believe we will. I don't think we'll go past this level here. And if we do, that would be odd. That would be against the traditional way of going. It would be more strange, again, if we go below it than if we wouldn't. So logically, we would buy the dip right now and settle our way upwards. Then again, you never know in the crypto space because people are really stupid right now. And the Doge buyers might go in fearfully into XRP as well and just sell quickly. A lot of people right now have paper hands. If you've ever asked me, Dusty, should I sell right now? Which a lot of people have done throughout the last 2 days. So many people have changed their attitude from should I buy to should I sell within this little time frame here. Literally, from within this time frame here, that I'm a little bit fearful of what's about to happen. Because the more people that are kind of scary or fearful of should I, you guys feel it? Like, they're just too afraid, man. Come on. It's just really interesting. Any update about the case? Okay, let me just quickly say it. Tonight, we will get an update from John Deaton about the lawsuit. So either tonight, maybe tomorrow, I'll make a video explaining what is going on, what has happened, and what type of update we have. But I can already kind of feel the document is going to be John Deaton's explanation for why they want to intervene, what the SEC has been doing wrong, and what basically they want to achieve with that. So, before we're going to say like, oh, it's easy to say in hindsight, what we're expecting is if Bitcoin basically made this bottom right now, which we thought it did. Again, we think it did. We did think it make a bottom. I'm not going to go long it because I'm a little bit afraid that we're wrong. I'm hoping we're wrong because I'm hoping to buy even lower. But then again, okay. We're not thinking it's going to go even lower than this. And if Bitcoin bounces from here and comes back upwards again, hopefully crossing this area as well, what we'll see with XRP is because we got this document coming out, which most likely will be picked up as a positive thing, that we're going to get some crazy pump happening, not today, but tomorrow. Then again, if you think again logically as well, we have got, it's so ugly. I'll get rid of this stuff maybe tomorrow, guys. Okay, so that it's not so crowded at the bottom here, not so crowded in the middle. We might also just use a different chart here. What also might happen today is that the price would just recover. We had an exactly correct prediction yesterday, right? We said if it's going to dump here, it's going to pick back up again between 20 and 40%. It did. It went up about, let's say from the dip, it went up about 30% or so from the dip. Oh, this is Tron. I'm like, huh, this is not XRP, right? No, let's quickly go to XRP. I'm like, huh? This is not correct. But we also were talking about the majority of altcoins actually picking back up about 20 to 40%. Because that is usually what happens with these altcoins. By the way, I'm seeing some frames being dropped right now. I'm not exactly sure why it's lagging. So if the stream gets cut, you know that it's most likely... Let me quickly see if the live stream is still doing okay. We had some frames being dropped. And of course, 200 people press the stream away instantly whenever it does that. Let me quickly see if everything is still good. My computer just started to zoom. And all of a sudden, I see some frames being dropped. So I'm not sure about that. I think we're still good. You guys still see me? Am I live still, guys? Quickly. Yes, Thomas, ik kan inderdaad Nederlands praten. Just let me quickly know, am I still here, guys? Am I still here? Somebody says they cut the digital asset investor. I can't even watch the show. What's going on with DAI? And can you guys do it? Okay, you guys say yeah. What's going on with DAI? What happened to his channel? Did he get deleted or what? They cut him? What do you mean? I don't know what you guys are meaning. All right, so our idea was yesterday that if this was the lowest we went to, that again we're going to see between 20 and 40%. We saw about a 34% gain, 35. We're expecting that kind of the same thing, all right? We bounce back down. If we're coming back up from here, again, 20% gains are minimum. And that is, again, that is most likely still within margin for today. Let's say, again, I would say kind of a worst type of case is even a 15% gain from the bottom, which again means that we're going to be going to around this area here, kind of at least, all right? 10% from right now. If this was the bottom, that is again to go. Then because we're going to be building this lawsuit thing kind of up today, and tonight we're going to get the verdict, we might even go further towards this area again, if not towards the top, depending on what Bitcoin is doing. Because XRP usually does quite well whenever we get some information regarding the lawsuit. So I think it'll be another amazing day. But then again, in the end of things, you don't really, honestly, you can never know fully, but that is our expectation. And yes, Pedro, it is indeed live right now. Somebody is calling me on my phone, I see. We're busy with a live stream, though. Hey, Markung says, 1.4K watchers, 500 likes. Drop a like, friends. If you're watching right now, you appreciate the content. Just want to quickly say I really appreciate every single person who presses that like button because it helps out the channel a little bit. And if you haven't done so already, shameless plug, make sure you press the freaking subscribe button, all right? We're getting so close to 100,000. Could be really amazing. Oh, guys, this is the funniest thing in the freaking world. The person who just called me just texted now, hey, do you know stuff about crypto? This person doesn't know who I am in that sense. They just texted me right now miscellaneously. I don't even know why. That is funny, though. Isn't that funny? I just told you guys. That is when the freaking things go bad usually. When people are like, oh, yeah, crypto, and this, if I were to tell this person, yeah, I know a little bit about it. You know what they would do? They would just mindlessly buy into it, be like, oh, okay, I can make money with that. Crypto's going crazy. Maybe this person will even ask me how to buy Doge. I don't even know because people are like that. It's going to be really funny. This is ironical. This is really funny. But no, basically, short term, we are expecting a pretty positive verdict depending on what Bitcoin is going to do. If we fall down lower, that would be a little bit strange, but then again, it is possible. Hey, you don't know what these short sellers are doing right now or what a lot of these crypto guys are doing. And with crypto guys, I mean mostly just Dogecoin motherfrickers. Those guys are worst. They make it so the crypto price are really unstable. Yeah, it's not good stuff, though. It's not good stuff. I really, really dislike it. Call him live? How do you know it's a him, though? But no, the person is going to speak in Dutch, obviously. You guys can't hear it. So that would be a little bit stupid. You know what? Again, though, I might actually, for my 100K sub special, I'm not going to do a live stream with people, I think. But I might, from that point on forward, get something going. For example, a little talk where I'm going to try get Jeremy Hogan to do an interview, all right? I'm going to try that. You guys have requested it like crazy. I'm going to attempt it like crazy. You have to show us your 100K subscriber plaque when you get it from YouTube. Of course I got to, man. I got to. But let's just see. The biggest reason I wanted 100,000 was only because you can then apply for the little icon next to your name, and hopefully less people will get scammed that way. That was actually the big thing. Because in the end, the amount of subscribers doesn't matter if you think about it. Just send him a link to your YouTube live stream. No, definitely not going to do that. Maybe it's your classmate. I don't have classmates. But yeah, that was pretty funny. On CoinMarketCap, let's quickly see. You guys, man, you know how much backlash I received for my theory about XRP's market cap? When I said we can get to, for example, overtaking Bitcoin or get it to Bitcoin equal, you know how many people were skeptical about it? A lot. But then again, my bigger theory here recently was XRP can get to about 18% of the entire market cap. That is kind of the highest that they've ever gone to. And I think we can get to at least that point. Again, See here, for example, Bitcoin here was 45%, Ethereum was 19.6%, and XP was 17.6%. I firmly believe that XP can get to a kind of a point like this once more, and that would basically mean that from this perspective, it would be 6 times as big relatively in comparison to Bitcoin, so grow on that pair like times 6. And then, again, if you consider where crypto can go, also, for example, times a 10 or whatever, yeah, that could be crazy. By the way, if you haven't done so, somebody asked, do you have a Twitter? Yes, of course I do. If you aren't following me on Twitter yet, make sure you check it out. I think there's a link down below. There should be. If there isn't, I'm a little bit sorry on that. It is TheDustyBC. TheDustyBC. Let me quickly grab a little link for y'all. Twitter, TheDustyBC. Let's see if I can find it myself. I'll put it at the top of the live stream. And there we go. I'll put it in the chat box as well. Okay. Junji says, Dusty, if all the banks and other establishments uses XRP all over the world, do you think it can go up to 50K or higher? Thank you. No. I do not think so. Do you think it's going to dip even more? No, I do not think so. But then again, in the end, you don't really know. Dip more is also kind of relative if you start to think about it. I just don't think we'll dip further than this is what I'm kind of saying, right? That I don't think that will happen. But then again, it's interesting. Let's watch Bitcoin for right now. Let's watch the motion to intervene from John Deaton as well today. It's going to be coming up in a couple of hours. I have another video coming up straight after this live stream. XRP price has a lot to be XRP price has to be a lot higher for it to transfer billions of dollars cross borders. You know what, guys? You know what I'm going to say? Maybe I should make a video here soon explaining what exactly XRP does and what our plan for it is and what exactly why we're in the crypto anyway. Because I'm noticing a lot of the people here who are even watching now might not know properly what XRP is all about or why the price should even go up. You might be saying it, but that doesn't mean you actually do know what it means. Yeah, Josh says YouTube will be next. Fun story, my YouTube channel actually got almost deleted in 2018 as well. But they said it was a big crypto related bug where basically their systems weren't able to handle it. And they had some problems, but whatever. Vitautas Raugas, welcome to the freaking channel. You became a supporter or basically a subscriber, but then thank you for becoming a supporter to the channel. Let's say it like that. Thank you so much, man. Ripple will take over Bitcoin. You mean XRP then or what? Somebody says Walmart came out with their own token. Did they really? Huh. Okay, so let's break it down for all of you guys who have just tuned in or even if you've been watching. What we're thinking is Bitcoin is not going to be falling lower than this area right here, which means crypto can only fall so far. It can't really fall too much before it would be kind of odd for it to go. So we have explained before that a dip like this is completely normal. It's not crazy. It's actually really nice to see because it means people can get a little cheaper entry. Specifically, if you bought in the last couple of days, right now you don't have to ask me if you should buy because right now we're even lower than we were back then. And in terms of risk profile, we're now less risky than if we stayed at this point, all right? So quickly letting you guys know about that. The lower the prices go, the less risky you get, not the riskier. If you're into a lot of these altcoin gems, be careful with those. Coins like Dogecoin, coins like SafeMoon, coins like whatever, all of those kind, might do well, might pump, but you're not really certain about them because fundamentally, they don't have the proper backing like a lot of these bigger altcoins and more proper altcoins, like for example, XRP, VeChain, TRX, and all the ones in this list right here actually have. I'm personally really a fan of all of these, as you guys most likely know. Now, in terms of Bitcoin, we're still extremely bullish on it, but of course, corrections are going to happen. And if Bitcoin corrects, 9 out of 10 times other cryptos will correct too. Then again, XRP might be kind of an exception to that rule because we got some lawsuit parts going on and because eventually, I'm hoping and I'm thinking that XRP might become the first properly regulated crypto in this realm. I'm kind of hoping for that to happen, right? And if it does, you kind of can already guess, right? If it does, the correlation is going to be really a lot better. And then again, another kind of theory for it is if this right here, as you can see, correlation comes back up to about, market cap dominance goes back up to about 17-18%, the correlation is going to be a lot less heavy. Because right now, Bitcoin is about 50%, 55%, XRP is, for example, 3%. Of course, they're going to hang along, right? Because Bitcoin is the entire crypto market. But yeah, Keisha also says, yes, please make some videos explaining why people have crazy predictions like 1,000, 10,000, and if it's just faith in XP utility or TA. I will tell you guys pretty soon here, I'll make a video explaining why I think what prices are possible. Junji says, Dusty, thank you, and I understand why you said it's not going to 50,000 or higher. Why would you ever think it's going to go to $50,000? What type of fundamental is bringing it there? Because, I mean, some ideas I can get. But $50,000, I'm not sure where that would ever come from. Like, why? Why would that be so? And what is it based upon? Or are you just picking some random number and asking me that? I really am wondering. Where did it come from? But Carlos, how much Doge does Elon actually have? Ooh, somebody asked, where do you find these charts? What I'm looking at here is TradingView. That's what it is called. TradingView. Dubai Singers says XP and BTC charts are literally identical. As of this point, I would say very much so. Very much so. And Dubai Singer, I'm coming to Dubai really soon, by the way. In, I think, 2 weeks right now, we're going to be moving there. I might meet up with a couple of you guys, by the way. I already heard a couple of people were there. Might check it out. Might be fun. Why is it so low? Damn. That's another fun thing. People saying, why is the XP price so low, huh? Come on. That is so funny. I like that. We still talk about Doge? Nah, screw Doge. Again, Doge, you might make money with that, but it's not worth my time in the end of things. Let's see. Looking at the charts and news on the end of the year, what's your opinion on XP price if it turns out in a good way? Man, let's just wait it off. We don't know if this lawsuit is going to settle this year or not. So how positive do you want to make your outlook? We've already expressed before what our predictions are when what happens, but we're not going to go over that today because let's just first wait for the lawsuit debacle to unfold today, which is John Deaton's little document. If that is positive, if that is negative, it will change our mind, all right? So let's wait for that first, and then we'll get to speculating. $420 day, everyone. Yeah, I think a good part of why Doge is doing so extremely well might actually be, honestly, because of the 420. Because you guys know Doge hodlers, right? You guys know 420! These guys are just going completely nuts because of it. I really believe so. Wouldn't be odd, in my opinion, if that was the case. It wouldn't even surprise me at all if that was a lot of the case right now. Today is John Dean's motion to intervene in the case. Yes, that is going to happen today, and that is the most interesting part that I can just quickly tell you. I think it's going to be quite late, though. Let's just quickly say it like that. I think it's going to be quite late throughout the night, but I'll make updates once we get there. All right. After this stream, by the way, there's going to be a video talking about why the lawsuit is so important and a little bit about ADA, a little bit about other stuff. It's just worth a watch, I would say, all right? So what you have to do, I believe, is just stay here. Don't click it off. And I do believe the video will just play afterwards. I believe so, all right? So you don't have to press anything. The video will just play. And it might be something you want to watch if you're wondering why this lawsuit is so important and why literally by me might be one of the most important things that has happened into whole crypto to date. Just quickly letting you guys know. It might be one of the most important things we have seen. Let's just quickly put it like that, all right? I just personally believe that's the case. But then again, people agree to disagree, right? I like it, though. I think it's always kind of funny. But yeah, that premiere will play in like, I don't know, like a minute or two. So I think you can already find the link somewhere. Otherwise, I think you can just stay here and it will go there automatically. Right? Amazon, how's it been previous times? I think if you just, or Morgan and Tristan, have you guys watched the premieres before? I think if you just wait, it will get there, right? Wait, so now you think it can't go over 50K? You did say it could at one point. $50,000 per XRP? I don't think I've ever said that, my friend. Is it possible? Oh, no, I mean, no. I can't even say that it is possible, to be completely honest. Hey, guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you press that freaking like button. pretty soon here, I hope to be able to share with you guys a real big pump XRP stream. I think that would be funny. We can dump, but I don't think we're going to dump past this area depending on what Bitcoin is going to do. Let's watch, let's wait it unfold. We'll see. And if we dump further, you guys will know what my strategy is, right? Buy the freaking dip. We buying the freaking dip. We buying the freaking dip. I really want to thank you guys all for coming along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And again, you don't have to press anything. The next video will play right after this one. I'm going to send you guys all over. So all you have to do is just wait here and enjoy the stream, which is coming after this one, all right? Or the little video. So stick around and stay tuned.